I'm starting today's video with no makeup on and my hair up in a bun because today I just showed you guys my skincare routine, and today I show you guys all the products that I use in my routine, how I keep my skin clear, and how I actually cleared my skin from hormonal acne and just really clogged pores and just oily skin, and what I do to maintain my clear skin that I have achieved over the past few months using these products. So if you guys would like to see how I cleared up my skin and my tips for you guys on how to clear your skin, keep on watching to see my skincare routine, and I hope you guys enjoy. So I do want to mention that this is the skincare routine that I do in the morning and at nighttime. Usually the mask part of my routine I don't do in the morning or at night. The mask part is kind of just thrown in there on an as needed basis, as well as the exfoliating part, which I will talk about. The thing that I always do to take off my makeup is I'll take my Fresh Soy face cleanser, and this is a face cleanser that is for all skin types, which I think is awesome, and it looks like this. This is the bottle. You can get it at Sephora or online on their website, and I really like this. I usually will use this at night after I take my makeup off, but this is the morning time when I'm filming this part of the skincare routine video, so I usually won't need this unless I feel like my face is dirty or I sweat at night or something like that, to where I feel like I might need to use this beforehand, but usually I don't. I just use this product at nighttime to take off my makeup if I don't use a makeup wipe. And this is also really good at getting that stinking mascara off as well that won't come off my eyes. So the first thing that I do is I wet my face. I just brought a wet washcloth in here to do that, and I go in with my cleanser, and I used to use a Clarisonic, but recently I just started using foaming cleansers, and I've kind of stopped using the Clarisonic every day because I noticed that when I scrubbed too hard it would like break me out, which was really weird. So the cleanser that I started using recently in my skincare routine that's really helped clear up my skin has been the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser Daily Foaming Wash, and I seriously love this stuff, you guys. It is absolutely amazing. This cleanser is my ride or die cleanser. I love it, and it has pumpkin extracts in it, which is awesome, and it's really great for your skin. I know whenever I go get facials, my girl that does my facials, she always uses like a pumpkin mask on me, and I noticed that it helps clear up my skin so much. So the fact that this has pumpkin in it is so amazing. So I'm just gonna wet my face really quick and then apply the cleanser. So now that my face is somewhat wet, I take about probably like a dime to a nickel size amount. Honestly, I don't take a lot because it doesn't take very much, and then I rub it in between my fingers first and just rub this on my face, and it says just to massage into the face for 30 seconds to a minute. Usually I just kind of do it until I see that I have it all over my face, and you guys, seriously, I'm not even joking you, this stuff smells so good, and it has these like little exfoliating beads in it, which is really good for your skin. So I just rub it in like so. I look crazy right now, but you know what? It's okay. And usually I'll bring it down to my neck just a little bit too, because usually if I'm trying to use this at nighttime and I have makeup on my neck, I usually like to make sure that all that gets off. So I focus this, just kind of rubbing it in until it turns white and stuff, and then when you rinse it off, it actually does start to foam, which is really cool. But this seriously has cleared up my skin so much. I'll link it down below. It is a bit pricey, but honestly, you guys, if you're looking to invest in something that's going to really help get rid of acne, I highly recommend this, and it keeps my skin glowing on a daily basis. So now that that's done, I'm going to go rinse it off, and then I'll come back to you guys to continue with my routine. So the next thing that I do as a part of my skincare routine, this is something that I do once to twice a week, and I use an exfoliator. The one that I use actually goes with my cleanser. It's the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Intensive Exfoliating Treatment, and once again, this has the pumpkin extracts in it, which has been so good for my skin. If you guys struggle with like acne, rosacea, eczema, anything like that, pumpkin extracts or like rose extracts, rose water is going to be stuff that's really good for your skin. But I do this, like I said, once to twice a week, and they also do make a sensitive one. Now I will say that I have sensitive skin and I don't need to use the sensitive treatment, but if you do have skin that's extra sensitive to like exfoliators, I would probably recommend using the sensitive one. I do use a little bit of this, and you can leave it on for up to 2 minutes, but for sensitive skin I only leave it on for like 30 seconds to 40 seconds, because if I leave it on any more than that, my skin will get red, and it's not like abnormal for your skin to get red. It's supposed to just get a little red. So the directions for this say to apply it to a cleansed wet face, which is what I'm doing, and then they just say to massage it in circular motions for up to 30 seconds, which is what I'll do here. And honestly, this looks like you don't get a lot of product. You get 2 fluid ounces, but it does not take much at all for this stuff. I'll tell you, I've had this for like almost a year, but it's just green, and I just use a very little amount, probably about that much, you guys. It does not take much at all. I'll rub it in between my fingers and then apply it to my face, on my forehead, on my nose. I love the way this stuff smells, you guys, and you can't really see it. I mean, it has that green tint to it, but it's not going to make your face look green. And again, this is just really going to exfoliate your skin, get all the dead skin cells off of your face and all that stuff, dead skin, everything like that, which is really awesome. So I'll massage that again, kind of like the cleanser, just for 30 seconds. I love the way this stuff smells too, and like I said, again, it's not like super harsh on my skin or anything like that to where I can't use it. Now that that is on my face, I'm just going to let it sit for about 30 to 40 seconds. Once again, I don't let it sit on my face any longer than that because it does tend to irritate my skin if I let it be on my face for like a really long time. So I'll come back after 30 seconds and after I rinse it off to continue with my skincare routine. So then, as you can see, my face is just a tad bit red, and obviously, like I said, that's pretty normal, especially for me, for my face just to get red wherever I exfoliated, but usually it'll go down in about a minute or 2 to 5 minutes. I will say, in my normal routine when I'm not exfoliating, I'll move straight onto this product right after I cleanse my face, and that is my toner. And for toner, I use the Dermadoctor Ain't Misbehaving Healthy Toner. If you guys have seen some of my previous skincare routine videos, you know that this is my ride or die toner. I also like to use this sometimes after I take off my makeup if I don't have time to like fully cleanse my face, which I don't recommend. You should cleanse your face every day, but like if you use like a micellar toner water or like something like that to the effect of like a cleanser, that works just as good. But I just put this all over my face with a cotton pad and yeah, balance out my skin, get rid of any oil that's on my face, and after I do this, then I move on into my mask, which a mask is again something that I only use 2 to 3 times a week. I would say more than I use the exfoliator, but I don't use the mask all over my face. It just kind of depends. Like, it depends on how my skin is acting up that week. If I'm breaking out, I'll usually use the Cosmetic Warrior face mask from Lush. If it's a week like this week and I don't really have a lot of breakouts, I just have a couple of little pimples, I'll usually just use a face mask for my pores, which is what I'm going to do next. And I do this before I moisturize. Moisturizing is always my last step, especially if I do use a mask. So one of my favorite masks to use to clear my pores is the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores, and I really like this because they actually changed up their packaging, which I love. Now for this, it usually says to like steam your face for a few minutes to open up your pores, but we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit and apply this mask to my face. Now I will say I don't apply this to my whole face. I just apply it in my T-zone because that's where most of my pores really are. So I get a little bit of it, probably about that much. Again, we don't need to use a whole lot. And then I'm just going to take my mirror and we apply this to our T-zone, you guys. I seriously love this mask. It's one of my favorites. It helps my pores so much. Like, I haven't used a mask, like, I would literally look ridiculous, but I haven't used a mask that I actually have enjoyed in so long, you guys. Like, this mask by Origins is seriously amazing. I highly recommend it if you struggle with, like, you know, blackheads or just huge gigantic pores. This is seriously amazing. And again, I kind of just layer it as needed, so I'll start off with just this little amount, and then I'll maybe possibly sometimes go back in with a little bit more. But I usually like to mainly focus it on my nose. I think that's all I'm going to put on for today because I don't really need much more. So yeah, I look like a crazy maniac right now, but that's okay. But usually, like I said, I don't put this all over my face. I just put it on my T-zone, and you can layer it up as needed. Like, you can use more. You can even like use you can even open up your pores prior to using this, which I find is helpful if I have some time. But usually if I don't have any time, I'll just put it on my face, and I really don't see a difference as if I were to steam my face beforehand. But yeah, I just let that sit on my face probably for about 5 to 10 minutes while it dries. So once it dries, I'll come back to you guys, rinse this puppy off, and we will continue on. Okay guys, I am back. I just took off the mask, and I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit so you can kind of see my pores. I do have a little breakout right here, but overall, to me at least, I don't know how it looks on camera, but in person, my blackheads look way less noticeable. It's not going to make them like completely go away, you guys, but it's definitely going to minimize the look of them a little bit. So to end my skincare routine, I move on with eye cream and moisturizer. One of my favorite moisturizers right now that I'm using, and usually it alternates between this one and the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, but the one that I'm using right now is my Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Moisturizer, and this is a gel-based moisturizer. I will say that I have lately been preferring gel-based moisturizers over like the cream-based ones, such as the First Aid Beauty one. But I seriously love this one because, one, it smells like tangerines / oranges, whatever you want to call it, and I just love that it's gel based, and it really just makes my skin look really pretty without making it look overly oily, which is really great, which is why I love it so much. Because my skin's like not super flaky dry, I have combo skin, so it just kind of depends on the day, which is why I'm able to alternate moisturizers, and I know that these two are good on my skin and they won't break me out. But I do recommend this to you guys if you have like combo skin. Even if you have dry skin, I feel like it could still definitely give you the right amount of moisture that you would need. And then once I rub this in, I always just like to pat it in just to make sure it really sinks into my skin. Yeah, I seriously love this stuff, you guys. It smells amazing. So the last part of my skincare routine is eye cream, and I use the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff your eyes. Now, if my camera will focus, I can show you guys what it looks like. It looks like this, and I put this under my eyes. I don't put it over my eyes just because I don't like the way it feels, so I'll zoom you guys in a little bit. This is what it looks like. It kind of has a pearly pink undertone to it, which is going to cancel out my dark circles, and not completely. It's not like a concealer or anything, but I take a tiny amount and distribute that between both of my eyes. So I'll do like a dot here and a dot there, and then I'll just kind of, I like to take my ring finger and then just kind of pat it in. I don't rub it in, but this definitely does help, especially in the mornings. I don't use this so much at night. I tend to use it more so in the mornings, but if I feel like it or if I'm feeling it at night, I'll use it. I don't use like any night eye creams. I just stick to this one because it's light on the eyes. It's not like anything that's gonna like promote anti-aging stuff that I don't need right now. So yeah, it's really perfect for everyone, I feel like. And once again, I kind of just focus that on my under eye, pat it in with my ring finger. This again is also a really good makeup base, like for concealer. It does help my concealer glide on much smoother because I do find my under eyes are just a tad bit dry. Alright, you guys, so that was actually my skincare routine. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below if you guys would like to see an updated nighttime routine for what I do to like pamper myself, from like bath bombs to skincare to everything like that. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.